Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon. At the digital world, there is a Netflix documentary called Senior. Robert Downey Jr., and Robert Downey Sr. Did I say Junior? But this is Senior's movie. Is it a good movie to watch? Let's senior it up. Senior, what's about the very simple premise actually. This is Robert Downey Jr. knowing his dad has Parkinson's, and he knows his dad probably doesn't have a lot of time on the earth to live. So what he's trying to do is just get to know his dad a little bit more, get his kids to know their grandfather, and just get to know his lifestyle of how he is who he is today. So did I like this film? I thought it was a well-made, well-thought-out movie where it wasn't pretentious. You could kind of tell, like, this is on the same vein of Val, like Val Kilmer's documentary. It is simple. It's interesting. Like I said, it's not pretentious. It is a very easy watch. So what's that? Let's talk about the positives. I think the biggest positive of this movie is knowing where Robert Downey Jr. came from. I know that sounds weird, but, like, his main thing, even he will know growing up, this doesn't look center at all. So let's try to fix this real quick. Even now, growing up, he even said, he is mainly known for his drug addiction that happened. I think it was, like, before or after Soap Dish, but then before the Iron Man and the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So I got that after Soap Dish, before Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, that time when he was in jail. And the reason why is because his dad let him do drugs with him growing up. And even in the documentary, talked about how that was one of his worst decisions in his life, thinking his son should just be able to do this free willy-nilly stuff. And it does go into that lifestyle. Does it go in depth? Like, I kind of was hoping, like, oh, what's he going to talk about? No, because it really is more about Robert Downey Sr. and his just off-the-wall bonkers movies, his indie movies from New York, as well as his transformation into L.A. and how he despises L.A. and how he's just New York born and raised for sure. This looks so off. I don't like it. Like, what center, guy? So as a person who loves movies and knew Robert Downey Sr. was a filmmaker, but I didn't know what type of films he made, I thought this was a well thought out journey to understand where this came from and this style of filming, how the bonkersness of it, how Robert Downey grew up, as well as Senior as his first wife, his second wife, as well as his third wife, what Robert Downey Jr. is doing with his kids now with his dad, and just the style of life, because this is all about life, of knowing where are you going, or it's not where you're going, you kind of know where you're going, but it's the whole, what are you leaving on this earth, and then you're kind of gone. And it was some sentimental stuff in this movie for sure. I did have a little bit of, like, tears coming, because you kind of tell where Robert Downey Jr. wasn't acting, it was just real emotions, because you could tell Robert Downey Jr. seemed like he's just a chill, down-to-earth person, but you could kind of tell, like, when he was in some spots, like, he's like, yep, I really don't know what to say in this scenario, or when he's talking to his therapist, or when he's talking to his dad on the couch, you kind of tell it's his last time I'm going to be able to talk to him, and it was kind of going all over the place, and Robert Downey Jr. just trying to, like, keep it in place. Also, I'll say one thing, I love Robert Downey Jr.'s front entrance to his house as a windmill. That is, like, the perfect 10 out of 10 style. So good. I'll say one interesting aspect of this documentary is doing it in black and white. I don't know if I was a fan of it personally. I understand what they were doing for it until the transition between, present day and his past movies, to show his past movies in color. And today, in day and age, we're doing the black and white kind of grayish style, which I understand why you're doing it. But for me, it's like, I kind of wish I had a little bit more color of seeing Robert Downey Sr. as he is today and the game that color. But, it's the filmmaker's choice to do it. And it wasn't, like, totally, like, really weird, like, women talking, or really weird, like, emancipation. No, it was as simple, okay, you're doing it this style. So overall, I think this is a well-made documentary. It mostly, to me, I understand they're trying to talk about Senior's life, but this is more, for me, how Robert Downey Jr. came to play with how he was grown up. He was grown up in the movie industry. He was grown up to kind of be an actor. He was grown up to be into drugs, unfortunately, at that time period in their life. And I just think that this talks about simplicity of life happens and it goes away. And it is pretty sad. So Senior will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons, equals at 90%. So see the critics, and your scores gave this one. They have critics a 98% with 47 of them, audience score a 90% with plus 50. And Robert Downey Jr. is small compared to his dad. Here's critic consensus. Senior is an illuminating look at a fascinating filmmaker and a potent tribute to a father from his son. Sure, why not? I do think if this was someone else, like an average Joe on the street, this wouldn't be made. So, I mean, with the star power of the Downeys, I mean, it's going to be made for sure. Anyway, 98, 90, 90. Chase Talk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Blutopia. You Blue Futon. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And yeah, I mean, life ends and it's disappointing how some people go. Like, it's sad. I mean, that's my biggest fear is death and what happens after death. Like, just darkness and what happens to Earth and, like, your memories are gone and it's just darkness and, like, I hate things. Ooh, I'm getting queasy thinking about it. I don't like it.